Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, one and all, to another edition of Shoot the Shit Saturday, the segment here on Odds and Ends Gaming where we talk about nothing, talk about everything, and basically get together and shoot the shit. Before we move on, be sure to like the video, leave a comment on what you want to see played and discussed, and of course, if you're new here, welcome, and be sure to subscribe. It's only here on Odds and Ends Gaming where you'll find us doofs and our unique antics, not to mention though these Shoot the Shit Saturdays, our live streams, our movie nights, and our all-around doofiness. So subscribe and settle down.
Hit that bell icon too, because you'll miss our new stuff if you don't actually have that on.
That's right. And speaking of these doofs, who's here today? Let's see. We got Nickolas Zombie.
Hey.
We got the voice you just heard, Mr. Ringleader.
Howdy.
The God of War, the God of Thunder, the God of War Thunder. Also joining us is the Icon, Obsolete 2003.
Yo. The Icon of Sin.
The hostess with the mostest, Valkyrie Grinder.
Yeah, that's me.
And I am the one, the only highly rated, armor-plated, imitated, but never, and I mean ever, duplicated Espionage DB7. And last, but most certainly not least, we got a guest today, one of Val's pals, Death the Fox Goddess.
Hi.
Unfortunately, Fox, I do not have, because I made like a little circle that shows all our names. Unfortunately, you're not on there, but you're there on the circle in our hearts.
Well, thank you.
But so we got a few things to get to today. We got a question of the week. I know Val said she had something. She has a things Val hates. You know, you've heard things S hates. Well, today's going to be things Val hates. Nick, you've got something going on with the Switch. Who wants to open it up first? Don't all
Not
rush
everyone at once.
Exactly. Val, why don't you tell us what you hate? You said you hated something.
We're jumping right into
Yeah,
this
let's dump right in.
Okay.
What's your
Looking
frustration?
at you, yellow fish.
Okay.
My favorite fucking sushi place, but you're really pissing me off here now.
She's fucking turning to aquarium, shaking her fist at an actual fish.
Telling you, y'all, like I have this wreath holder. You know, I live in apartments. I need something happy in my life, and putting little pretty wreaths on my door makes me happy. What doesn't make me happy is when I spend a pretty penny on fucking sushi to have it be delivered, and instead of just waiting until I open the door or just setting it in front of my door, because you know we are in a pandemic, they want to hang my $60 to $70 order on my wreath hook, bending it or to where it's going to potentially fall on the floor when I open my goddamn door. Yellowfish.
Mic on.
Get with your fucking delivery driver. Get it together.
You spent $70 on sushi?
Sushi's very expensive.
I know
Yellowfish,
that.
Okay, so Yellowfish here, they make it fresh to order. On top of you're paying for the delivery, and sushi is not cheap.
I
and
know.
Plus, we don't just get sushi; we get other things to go with it.
I guess I'm just used to because I get the HEB sushi.
Hey, HEB sushi ain't nothing to sneeze at.
No, it's not.
But
it's good.
I go into HEB right now to get fresh sushi. No, they make that shit in the morning, and it's not gonna taste great in the afternoon.
Yeah, but on Wednesdays it's cheaper.
So let me get this straight. You have a hook that you use to hang like your Christmas wreath or a Halloween wreath or whatever, and they hung it on that hook.
Every goddamn time.
Is the hook removable or is it like nailed to the door?
But why do I have to remove my hook?
Yeah, why should I have to change? There are ones that are the problem.
It's the children
like,
who
why
are wrong.
the fuck would you hang a heavy ass bag on a hook? Especially when you have to open the door said hook is hanging from to where it could potentially fall.
I mean,
you know, my containers can break, my food can come out. It doesn't matter how tight the bag is. What if the bag tore? You know, it's common fucking sense. And if you could put, like I said, it's in my hook.
These are all valid points.
Preach.
Now,
So that's
when you order, I want to know more about this.
I am also interested. How much sushi did you order?
So I ordered, okay, for my house, we don't get anything for the kids because, you know, they're 2 and 1, and then we have
They can't appreciate it.
We have our 9-year-old Ring, and my 9-year-old. He's very particular what he eats. But at home, I ordered my sushi plus a bowl, plus the kids' dad's full, like 2 orders and not samplers, like appetizers. So we order a decent amount to where we're not going to be hungry within like the next couple hours, and we eat it throughout the remaining of the night. So it's and plus they gave a $10 tip. I try to tip more than $5.
Damn.
Especially on
You're
a
a
Friday.
better woman than I.
Yes,
Well,
yeah.
Because I am not a woman.
The minimum. Well, okay, I get it. Like, I don't have to tip, but I prefer to tip because one, it just helps out. It saves me the trip of having to go out and get the food, and also, it's something I want to do. Like, to each their own. I have a friend that doesn't like tipping, only because
am I that friend?
No, if you can tip, you can tip.
Well, now you have 2 friends.
Well, no, his reason is something about the.
But I was like, I never said you were my friend.
Wow.
But he has a legit, like, I can see where he's coming from, but he can tend to be a little bit douchey about it.
Douche.
Are we still talking about your other friend? Like, right?
Well,
not me, right?
Listen, if you refer to...
Sorry.
Let's say if you refer to Reservoir Dogs for every time you don't tip, you're kind of a douche. I know this because I do it every time.
Dude, that's a great scene, though.
It is a great scene, though, but it's still bad. I just don't like tipping.
Well, yeah, sometimes, like, for me, like, I don't tip all the time. I tip most of the time, but when I can't, I can't. But that doesn't stop me from giving my money to a business. If I want fucking tacos, I'm gonna get fucking tacos.
Listen, I don't like when there's like just a little tip jar when you just order tacos and you give them. Like, they did nothing but make tacos,
which you're paying for at the
register. It's so stupid. Like, I'm not tipping you. But if they like give me something, then yeah, of course. If I'm ordering food and like or if I'm there at a restaurant and they're refilling my drink and shit, yeah.
So here's my position, real quick. My position on tipping is, one, I don't have a lot of fucking money. You know, I'm kind of broke most of the time. 2, I do try to tip, but for instance, I subscribe to Dash Pass through DoorDash. So that's $10 a month. It's $10 a month basically, so you don't have a delivery fee. So I'm paying $10 a month for that to not get a delivery fee. But then they ask me for the tip. I always tip $2. That's all, no matter how big or how small the order is. And here's why. 1, you're tipping for service that you don't know you're gonna get yet. How do I know if this guy or girl is gonna take an hour and get me my food to be super cold? How do I know if he's not gonna just get here and fucking toss it on my porch? You know, just
reef hook.
You know, yeah, hang it on the reef hook. So I'm paying preemptively.
Really on that reef hook.
Yeah, well, I'm paying preemptively.
Hating Meg too. From Dead by Daylight, but anyways, that's another story.
You're paying preemptively for something that you don't even know how good the service is gonna be, and third of all, I'm paying monthly for a service to save on these additional fees. So why do I have to the money that I save on the delivery fees and all that? Why do I have to then turn around and give it to you as a tip? I'll give you $2, you know, something for your troubles. But the fact is, you can see what orders or what deliveries you have to take, and you are in this job. You know, it's kind of like them's the breaks. And I'm sorry to say that. You know, I have nothing but respect for the working class, but you know, it's putting an exertion on me.
You said it like you're not the working class.
And I'm the working class. That's what I was about to say. It's putting an exertion on me, and I'm part of the working class too. So, you know, hey, we all get fucked over, man. So that's.
So we should fuck each other over too.
Yeah,
like, one. Yeah.
I at least tip something. But Val, I did want to go back to your reef hook for a moment. So is this the first time that it's happened, or has it happened before?
There's maybe I can count 2 times out of all the times I've ordered, and we order yellowfish a couple times a month, really, because we love sushi. But every time, yeah.
I'm sorry, I was playing Minecraft.
Every time, like every fucking time, I mean, they hang it, and then like there's been a couple times where they did put it on the floor and they left, which is again I don't mind because it's in a bag, it's not gonna fall. I'm not gonna leave it out there long enough because they do knock, and we are in a pandemic. I get that, and then there have been times where they've handed it to me while, you know, they're taking their safety procedures too, because we're in a pandemic. That I'm not mad at. It boils my blood because they send you a confirmation saying you can get your food within an hour. So sometimes I wait that full hour, like today, because it's Friday. They're one of their busiest days.
Friday.
I waited an hour for my sushi just for it to potentially fall. And then not only that, but they like pounded on my door. They knocked on my knocker and caused chaos with my dog. Like, okay, I get it, you're here. And then just open the fucking door and like, bam. I was like, son of a bitch.
Let me ask you this. So it's happened a couple times before. Does Yellowfish not have like that little text field where you can like have specific instructions? They don't have that?
No, hold on. Because on the apps, let me check because
I am gonna laugh if she finds that they do. She could have just put, don't hang it on the reef hook.
I will. If they do, then it's my bad for not like fully looking at that, because I was tempted today to call the store and bitch them out.
Well, they still shouldn't do that, because it's not obviously not what that's for, unless you put a sign that says leave food, hang food here. But obviously it's not. That's not the purpose of that hook. So I mean, they're still in the wrong for it. But maybe next time you can avert them from doing that.
They have it to where you can put your address, your gate code, enough room for the gate code in your apartment. Like I have no notification. So yeah, I think next time I'm gonna call my order in and see if they can be like adding it to. Hold on, I'm so sorry.
Do us a favor, because we live in the state of Texas, and Texas is a one-party consent state, so you can record them without their knowledge. Like, find a phone recording, like a call recording software if it happens again, and we'll broadcast it live here.
Okay, fine, I will do that. But going back to the tipping too, I get the reason why y'all don't tip.
I didn't say I didn't tip.
No, you don't tip. We know it.
Shut up.
Like when y'all don't tip, or I get your reason for doing the $2. I do tip when I can, but I will not tip because I've had this happen to me too. I went to a restaurant, one of my favorite restaurants, and it's a little hole-in-the-wall Chinese restaurant. It's off of like West Avenue. It's called Phoenix Chinese Cafe.
Well, you've been there too?
Yeah, I used to go there all the time. Like I still go there. But I've never been there.
Is it good?
It really, I like it. I went there as a teenager and I still go there. Just to me, it's like the best. It's everything that I like in Chinese food, with my sesame chicken and fried rice and egg rolls. Oh my god. Man,
that sounds good.
It's so
I love fried rice and egg rolls.
And I've been talking about getting Chinese food today too, and I had
Chinese food today. It was good.
Damn.
I bought it late too. Like I didn't get the lunch special, but because I paid more, I got a free rangoon, and I was like, oh yeah.
Oh, cheese rangoon.
The rangoon.
Okay. Well, anyways, the going back before I lose what I was saying, because I do that. Like I forget what I'm talking about, and it just dies. One of the employees there, I go to pay. And I pay what I owe, and I didn't tip. He's like, excuse me, you forgot to tip. Aren't you tip me? Yeah, I'm like, no, I'm not now. Like, you have to give me a reason not to tip. I mean, I didn't want to tip because I just didn't have that extra money. I had plans with what the rest of my money was going to either go to diversions or go to the mall. I can't remember. But I didn't want to tip. Yeah, it's a game room off the center.
Yeah, I know what that is. That's cool. Yeah. I haven't been going, but like I saw this place called Taco Cafe. They have Marvel's Capcom 2. It's pretty nice. I like it.
I haven't been there, but I know which one you're talking about.
It's pretty nice.
That guy that. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to cut off. I was gonna say that guy that asked you or told you forgot to tip reminds me of that episode of South Park where Randy's in line. It's like, excuse me, sir, would you like to donate your change to save the rainforest in Brazil, or whatever the cause is? And he's like, no, I don't want to. I'm sorry, sir, I didn't quite catch it. And he puts him on the fucking microphone.
Yep.
Yeah, like he's basically they're shaming you into tipping, and fuck that.
I think that guy was just an asshole.
And it's like, and I hate it because not only that, but he held out his hand like, okay, give me some money, like tip me. And I'm like, wow, no. I was a teenager at this time, and I was just like, wow. No. Yeah. I get it. Like I'll tip you based on your service.
You should have been. Okay, yeah. No, I have a tip for you. Don't be an asshole to your customers.
Like don't just.
No, then you're the asshole.
Yeah.
No.
Well,
There's this place like kind of close by called like Arizona Cafe.
I know where that is.
Yeah, I went one time with like my friends who just wanted to go, and we were paying. And at the end, like they didn't tell me. I don't know if my friend was paying for all of us or if like whatever. But anyway, they're like whoever was doing like whoever was at the register was like I think it might have been a manager, but it was like like they paid and like are you gonna tip? I'm like no, like these girls pretty much like work for the tips. And then we're just
like that's your fucking fault.
Yeah, exactly. Like maybe you should pay them more.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, fuck you.
Yeah, and that's like what my friend was going at, the one that doesn't tip. It's like these big companies don't want to pay their employees the appropriate amount of money, and then it's requiring people who actually give you business to support their employees. It's like it's not. It's like
So,
I'm gonna get into it.
so this conversation has actually, enveloped me here. Let me ask you all a question.
By the way, the Switch is Bluetooth now. That's what I was gonna say. We're probably never gonna talk about it.
We'll talk about it. I just last thing on my part on this topic. Has anybody here ever tipped at Whataburger?
No, God, no. What the fuck?
Right? Fucking
I
right?
have one.
You did once?
Yeah.
What? What'd you order? Were you there?
No, I was a customer, and
was it delivery?
I don't know what it is. No.
No, what? At Whataburger, they bring you the food like a waiter,
What?
Yeah, but I was actually in the drive-thru, and they were outside in the heat. No, I didn't. Yeah, there's one time I tipped, and one time I gave sanitizer. I was like, "Hey, look,
you're dirty as fuck."
No. Listen, hear me out, because this was at the very beginning of the pandemic. And she was in her mask, she was wearing the glove, it was fucking like hot out. Someone's beating up. I was like, here, I know it's not much, but please take this. I mean, you're handling money, you're more interacting with these people. Just, here you go. She really appreciated it. Like I was like, I'm not trying to say like you're germy or anything like that, but like you are out here exposing yourself. But she did thank me, and she did appreciate it. I didn't get like anything bad out of that, and I did tip I think I tipped $5 or $10 too.
That's nice. I mean that's worthy of it. But the reason I asked about Whataburger in particular is because I had a bit of a debate years ago when I used to work at my old company when I was still selling insurance. There were a number of restaurants, all around across the street and stuff, and one of them was Whataburger. And I had a coworker that I went to lunch that one time with, and we would go to lunch to a few different places. One of the other ones.
What was your favorite thing to order?
The sweet and spicy bacon burger.
Nice.
I love that. Favorite.
Yes. Like sometimes we would go to CC's, and he never tipped at CC's because you get up and you get your own food, right?
Yeah, why would you tip there? That's ridiculous.
Exactly. So we went to Whataburger that one time, and
unless you order a custom pizza,
and
then maybe.
And I paid. We were sitting there having lunch. He goes, "I'll leave the tip," and he took out like $5 and he put it underneath the little sign where they have like the new shakes or whatever. And I was like, "You're tipping?" He goes, "Yeah, man. They wait on you here. I mean, it's only right to tip." And I was like, "It's Whataburger." I've never tipped at Whataburger. And he looked at me like, "You don't tip at what makes it different from like eating somewhere else? Where you're actually they wait on you. It's like you should tip. I mean, they're coming to your table. They don't just call it out. They bring it to your table, and you should tip them." And I was like, I guess he's kind of right, but it's Whataburger.
It's been a while, but sometimes they would even do refills. Like, hey, you want to need refill?
Yeah,
sometimes.
Or come by if you need anything, napkins, ketchup, whatever. So in a way, he had a point, but I was like, I've never tipped at Whataburger, and
I get paid minimum wage.
Yeah, so it's kind of like,
oh, that's good. It's better than other places where they get like $2.
Yeah, but so that's kind of like
$13 an hour.
Is tipping appropriate, or should it be done at Whataburger?
I mean, you don't have to. Like, it just really it depends on the person, honestly.
Well,
are you a good person or are you not?
Well,
I feel like
okay.
I am, and I don't feel obligated.
kidding.
Like I don't tip every time, like especially at a fast food restaurant. No, I'm just.
Well, what
like,
fucking
it's just, for me, it makes
defines?
me feel good.
What fucking defines where you should and shouldn't tip? That one time about
They're
3 or
bringing you a
4,
refill a couple times.
no, about I think back in March or something, an ice cream truck came by, and he had like a little wooden canister nailed to the top, and it said tips. I was like, fucking
Okay.
tips for an ice cream,
Okay,
man.
okay, hey. If you have extra change and like, you know, I could see like just dumping it. Tipping an ice cream man makes way more sense than tipping anyone else. He drove to you.
I don't give a fuck. That's his business, and he's the one who chose to do it. Nobody's paying him for it. He's selling the ice cream, and I'm sure I didn't.
I'm not saying.
and
I'm
I'm
not saying
sure.
I'm gonna do it. I'm just saying I could see that
No,
way more.
I'm sure it's at an inflated price. You know, I go to the 99-cent store, I can get a fucking bomb pop for 99 cents. You go to the ice cream man,
Is it brought to your home?
$3.29. Well, exactly. So he's paying. He had to take into account the overhead, the gas, the cost of the ice cream, and the treats and all that, and factor that in. You're not gonna be coming here asking for fucking tips. And as far as change goes, I will tell you this: I value my change.
Wait,
I
is
fucking-
he asking you? Is he asking you for tips? He's like,
by having
did
that
he
there.
ask you? No,
By-
you were just insulted, like he flipped you the bird.
No, by having that there,
He is
Wow.
heated.
by having
know,
that
Jesus,
there,
man.
he is asking for a tip, and it's getting to a point where you can't
He's
go
not even
anywhere.
asking. He's
He
suggesting.
is. He is indirectly, inaudibly asking for a tip.
Esty,
God.
Esty, shh, calm down. you're getting riled up.
No, I'm just.
That's how you're gonna put like fucking. You're like he's asking for a 20. Jeez.
I want to chip in on this conversation real quick.
Did you say you want to tip in?
Chip in.
Okay.
I heard tip.
Yeah.
Just
Because
Go
Val
ahead.
can tell you that I don't tip. There's a
normally I have to
specific
tell him to.
Yes. There's a specific reasoning behind this besides me being a cheap motherfucker, which does happen.
I appreciated you said that though.
Yeah. Tipping is actually a way for certain companies to pass off that they have to pay these people this much
Yes.
money.
That's what my
And-
friend was saying. Josh, sorry.
Yeah.
Name
He's
drop.
actually now this is the
Yeah.
this, I'll give Josh this. Josh, if you're listening, this is the one fucking point where I'll give you 100%. Okay.
Yeah.
Tipping is a method of suppressing the pay per hour to the wages of the people who work in those positions. It's a way where the companies don't have to put out the money because they're expecting the tips to cover for it. In fact, I think the minimum wage for tipped workers is like what $1.25 or something like that. Is it really
Me and
shit?
barely got like 2 now.
Yeah, it's
Now that's fucked up.
the concept behind tipping is stupid as fuck because of that.
It
It's
is.
terrible.
And honestly, as much as I hate this, as some people hate me to say this, that's something that should not be engaged in.
I've heard it's a fairly unique American concept as well.
It's
It
also
is.
it's probably also racist in origin too, in some form or fashion.
Most
way
likely.
back when.
Let's cancel tipping. Cancel
Yes.
culture done
Hash-
right.
Hashtag cancel tipping. Start
But
the movement.
but
Liberate the proletariat.
Engage.
Okay.
None of that nonsense. No, we're not doing that. All I'm saying is that by engaging in the practice and then by you tipping, you're actually condoning the ability to not pay people sufficient wages, as compared to say say a minimum wage, or like say like $7.25, whatever the fuck it is. And on top of that, a lot of those tips go unreported, or even then are not reported correctly because the company's trying to keep the overhead low.
It affects the workers.
Right,
Paid-
and all that.
paid,
Yeah,
yeah.
that's
They get
why
taxed.
right now throughout the U.S. and parts of the world too, not the U.S., you may have heard of worker shortages, where people are not working in certain positions. They're trying to put, like for example, restaurants and
People
things
fed
like
up.
that. Right. Okay. So this partially plays into it. And a lot of waitresses and waiters and stuff like that depend on tips because their company does not want to pay the money that they should be being paid for the position.
Hop's one of them.
I agree. I
And
agree
it's-
with everything he's
and,
saying.
And in a sense, if you want to reach, and for some people, it's borderline slavery.
It is.
Borderline because you can quit the job, but the pay is so little. It's like, what the fuck? Like, what is this shit? Now, y'all, Val can tell you, I am not the most socially aware person, all the time. But I think the system behind tips is just really outdated as fuck and needs to be eliminated.
I don't disagree with you at all. But Obs, Fox, anything you guys want to weigh in on? Or opine?
No.
No.
You're such a doof.
What the hell? I'm having an engaged conversation here.
I don't really have a statement to it.
Val, did you think that your I hate was gonna turn into?
It would have been great.
We were struggling for topics, and now look, here we are.
It would have been great if, like, how I say Obs is the best out of all of us. He's like, I tip 20% every time.
But the icon didn't say that, did he?
Or at least I do. Or my family does.
Your family does what? You tip 20%?
Mm-hmm.
Ah.
Or at least we always tip regardless.
Better than us.
Now, if it's really, really badass service, yeah, we're not going to. But if it's actually, good service and shit, we'll tip regardless.
Yeah. If it's great service, here's an Acura.
I mean, I wish.
Ob's no opinion. At least Fox weighed in that way. Any thoughts? I'm sure America wants to hear the icon speak on this topic.
I tip when I can.
I tip when I can. Concise and to the point.
So most of the time, places we go don't really have tipping. So
I'm sure.
Don't go to Whataburger.
I'm sure if Obs had an extra
we
dollar,
don't have a Whataburger.
Oh,
he would tip the ice cream man.
Shut up, Nick.
Well, this was just cursing him out. You piece of shit, get the fuck out of my neighborhood. And I was just like, here's $1, sir.
Speaking about ice cream man, I've never seen them.
What?
But I hear the ice cream truck all the time, but I have never once actually seen it. I hear it.
Oh my
I don't
god.
see it, though.
It's the ghost. Do you guys remember last year around Christmas I told you about the ghost ice cream man?
No.
You remember I told you that it was 3 a.m. and I was restless. I don't know if it was last year or the year before. Yeah, it was fucking 3 a.m. and I was sitting by the Christmas tree just because I always love the glow of the Christmas tree, especially in the dark. I love to just kind of sit by the tree and watch it. And that day I couldn't sleep, so I got up, went to the living room, sat by the Christmas tree, and then I fucking hear the jingle of an ice cream man. I'm like, what the fuck? It's 3 a.m. I get up and
when you say jingle, what do you mean? Do you mean like a paleta man?
No.
Or do you mean like an ice cream truck?
Like an ice cream truck, but it sounded like a haunted chime, like the song was playing on a fucked up record player or something. It was like the ice cream man from The Damned or something. I was like, man, what the hell? I opened the curtains and there's nothing there. I'm like, but I just heard it. I know I heard it. I didn't imagine it. And I was like freaked out. I didn't know what it was. I was like, man, is the ice cream truck the chariot that comes to take me to my death? Or what the fuck?
Well, I mean, maybe.
I do like chocolate, so.
I'm a strawberry man myself.
I'd rather have either cookies and cream or butter pecan.
That's just delicious. Anyway,
Well, what's your favorite flavor of ice cream?
Neapolitan.
I always used to call
Open
it
a variety. Yeah, I thought so too.
Actually, for the longest time, I thought it was pronounced Neapolitan.
Nick.
Obs, your favorite ice cream?
It's in between those.
Obs, your favorite flavor?
Either cookies and cream or strawberry.
Good man.
Ring?
What?
Favorite flavor of ice cream?
Cookies and cream.
A lot of cookies
I
and
list
cream.
vanilla, homemade vanilla with strawberry.
Nice. Well, this is a good podcast. Alright, everybody, if you like the show...
Wait, shut up.
kidding.
Nick, give
What's
us your news on the Switch.
We got Bluetooth now.
I read about that.
Yeah, the new
older Switch?
update. Yeah, no, every Switch, there's a new update, version 13.
So it had the built-in capabilities for Bluetooth?
It had it inside it all along.
Holy shit, I want to try that out.
Yeah, now you can connect your Bluetooth headphones.
That is badass.
That is so useful because I lost the ones.
It took so fucking long for this to be a thing, but
Where's
yeah.
my fucking how do I do this?
I just ruined the podcast. Wait, how do I do it?
No, like, do I have to install an update or what? What do I?
Yeah, just make sure you're up to date. I don't know if you already did or not. It came out Tuesday.
Fuck.
And that enables. I just saw you got online because I am playing Smash Bros right now. Anyway.
Oh yeah, I'm updating right now.
So
oh
yeah.
my god, I just fucking told everyone to update their Switch.
Everybody, Switch is Bluetooth
Nikki.
now.
Awesome. Anyway, yeah, so now you can update your Switch and it enables Bluetooth audio. With Bluetooth audio, you may only have 2 Bluetooth controllers that connected at a time.
Oh.
Which is the Joy-Cons. And that's it. Just the 2 Joy-Cons. Or 2 Pro controllers, I guess.
Yeah, Bluetooth audio, I see that. Where are my headphones? Where are my pods here?
Oh, goodness gracious.
What the fuck did I do to this fucking podcast?
Val!
Yes,
are you gonna be a part of this podcast? Or
you might need to update Rise. Just putting it out there.
Anyway, so yeah, I tried it out the very first day. It was a little laggy. It wasn't great, and I was like, God damn it! But I went to work and I did it. I was on my break. I played, and it seemed much better. So I don't know if it's just if you have a lot of Bluetooth things in your house or any interference might mess with it.
Yeah, it's not finding my Art and Sound AirPods.
Yeah, it takes a minute, especially the first time you do it. It's like, what is this? This is wrong. Why Nintendo? Why?
I'm like putting it right next to it and shit.
Yeah, exactly. You might need to turn off your Switch and redo it. But anyway.
Yeah. Alright, well, we'll come back to that.
Yeah, please do. I was just trying to let you know. I thought you would have known by now.
I found them!
Oh god.
Oh goddamn.
Connected to Bluetooth audio. Up to 2 wireless controllers can connect while using Bluetooth audio. Bluetooth audio will be disconnected during local communication. Fizzuck, yeah.
So yeah, you can listen to your Switch if your Bluetooth has. It's pretty sweet. I wish it took 4 years, but you know.
Does it work?
Well, at least we got it finally.
Yeah.
It fucking works!
My god. Well, that's good.
Aspie, focus!
You know what? I'm actually kind of happy we get his live reaction to this. It's kind of neat.
I know.
This is fucking great. I've had to take crappy old crusty fucking wired earphones. Like
yeah, I never.
I never did it. If your wired headphones is crusty, I suggest either cleaning them or changing them out.
They're from like 1992.
Why do you have headphones?
Oh, it had mercy.
But they're Sony brand and they've lasted all this time and they still sound great.
Buy new headphones. They're not expensive.
And hell, I could probably send you a pair. My dad buys like new ones like every few weeks. I'm not kidding. My mom literally calls him the king of earphones.
That's fun.
But I mean, they work great.
Anyway, so yeah, now you can use. Ew.
Finding break. I have someone.
Now you can use Bluetooth on your Switch. That's the big update happened this week. It's pretty neat.
Yes.
Good work, Nintendo.
Good work, Nick, on letting us know. Fucking.
Yeah, apparently.
News flash.
Apparently, no one upstates their fucking Switch.
No, Switch didn't tell me that.
Didn't tell you there was an update available?
Yeah, well, it apparently downloaded the update, but it didn't tell me anything about, this thing. I didn't get no notification about it.
Oh.
Or maybe
I didn't. I kind of just assume you would look into it.
I guess they thought you were a gamer.
Shut up.
Well.
Anyway, so that's my update. Happy I could help.
What else we got? Fox, Ops.
Ops, I think we saw something.
Yes. We recently saw the new movie Malignant that came out not too long ago.
Oh, the HBO movie.
Me and Oms have not spoke about this. I really want to hear what he thinks.
Yes.
I'll tell you my opinion from the first 20 minutes of it.
Go for it, Val.
I'll let you go first.
No. If you find out the rest of the movie, your opinion will be the same.
Okay, because right at the beginning with the whole scientist and experiment, I was like, okay. I was like so hyped for it. I had like such high hopes, and then I saw that I was like, oh, I'm not really scared anymore. Like I'm just, I don't know. And then like I saw, it kind of had like a grudge feeling in a sense, or The Ring because of the shadow creature. I mean, I don't know too much about it because I've only seen, like I said, like the 20 minutes.
Man, Val, did you watch it at home or did you watch it at theater? Obviously, at home. Sorry, why did I say that?
That's okay. I'm at the part where the wife, the pregnant chick, is in the hospital with the blonde chick, and she's like trying to get what happened, but I get stopped every time there because something pulls me away or I get called. So that's where I'm at.
All right. Bobs, what'd you watch it?
I watched it at home.
Okay. I went to the theater.
And
I'm happy I went there because otherwise I probably would have done like Val and just like not watched it.
How are the reactions?
Was it empty?
It was pretty empty. I went like on a Thursday, so it was like 4 other people.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, no, I wish I wish I went to a fucking crowded theater and watch it.
Imagine being a movie company spending millions of dollars on a film on top of all the hardware and stuff like that, only to then just have 4 people come to your theater.
I love it when that happens.
As a consumer, you love it.
As a consumer, I fucking love it. It's great. I hate heathens.
All I have to say to myself is, how long can that business model stay alive under these conditions?
Well,
I don't know.
I
love it though.
After the ScarJo debacle with Disney announced that all their future movies are going to be theater exclusive until they come to Disney Plus after the release, like months later.
Yeah. Anyway, Obs.
Yeah, keep talking about Malignant.
What'd you think?
It was pretty cool. It was kind of going in the direction. I kind of saw it going that way.
Yeah.
It's kind of a little weird with the whole paranormal talking to electronics thing.
I'll never get explained.
Yeah, it's just like, okay, I guess that kind of whatever. They can fit that into this movie to make it a little more paranormally, but once I saw the head hit the wall or kept feeling for it, it's like, okay, this is where this is going, and it's like, okay, the name ties into everything, but just that I guess everyone keeps calling the third act when the third act happened, and it's just like,
you mean John Wick?
Yeah.
Yeah, that one was fucking great. Alright, so it wasn't like oh man, this is one of the best horror movies I've ever seen. It's like, oh man, this is some cheesy shit. I love it.
Yes.
This is some Psycho Gorman-esque, not as good, but pretty fun.
It was pretty crazy, and even just the scene when she got locked up with all the other women in the jail. So
I don't know. I just wish it would have been like, I'm not locked in here with you. You're locked in here with me.
Rorschach.
It would have been so good. But yeah, no, I watched some YouTube videos about it. I didn't finish them. I was like, what the fuck is? Oh, I want to see this. Looks stupid. It's been a long time since I've been able to go to a theater and watch like a bad horror movie. Yeah, that's a good experience. So we're spoiling it for everybody, or are we keeping this like?
I'm still gonna watch it, but like I said, after the first, like in the
I was gonna say
leave for a minute because I want to tell everybody. Oh wait, what?
You can tell me. I don't care.
I was gonna say if nobody here, I don't mind, but nobody here minds spoilers, and of course we'll preface this spoilers ahead. But if nobody here minds spoilers, I would like to hear like a synopsis and like a mini synopsis / review of the movie.
Do it. I'm down.
But again, I don't know if Val.
Do you want to do it, or do you want me to do it?
Go for it.
Okay. Malignant opens up.
My God.
Really opens up way different. Like it has like this like tone to it. That first scene where it's like the hospital and like things are going down, and then like we have to cut the cancer out. I don't know. It had just like a different vibe. It was weird. It was fun. It was like Psycho Gorman more like that. Anyway, then it cuts to more like a traditional horror movie where you're in this chick and she's at her house. She's not feeling good. She's pregnant, and her boyfriend's home, and he's watching the fucking UFC on his bed like a fucking asshole. What assholes watch UFC, really? Who sits at home and watches UFC? I hope Augie's listening to this. Anyway.
Fuck you people that watch UFC and then call customer support about it. That's all I'm gonna say about that.
Oh no, I'm just kidding. My cousin loves watching UFC, so I was just fucking with him. That was my joke. I don't care.
Well, mine's no joke.
I prefer real combat sports like wrestling. Anyway, so this douche is on his bed and she's not feeling great. And then he's like, "Oh, what? You're not feeling good, huh? What? I have to watch my fucking kids die inside you, you bitch!" And they're like, "Whoa, what the fuck?" And then he like slams her head in the back of a fucking into a wall.
To add context, she's pregnant. This is her third attempt to have a child.
Yeah,
2 miscarriages before that.
Yeah, but I mean, you kind of don't know that at this point. But you're like, what the fuck's going on? So yeah, that's the context. And then anyway, that happens. She's bleeding from the back of her head. She locks the door, like stays away from him. And then that night, he's sleeping on the couch, and then some weirdness ensues where lights start flickering and he hears things going on in the kitchen and he's like, what? And then he's looking around and then like he doesn't see anything and then there's a shadow figure and you're like, what the fuck is that?
There.
Yeah.
Okay, and I'm sorry for interrupting you. With that blender, I seriously saw like Final Destination. I thought like either his hand or his face was gonna get smashed into
Yeah, that's what was gonna happen with that blender. That blender was red herring.
I was very sus blender.
I was hoping that blender would come back, but it never did.
No.
Anyway, so then you see the shadow figure, and the shadow figure just fucking murks him. And you're like, what the fuck was that? And then, like, the whole movie kind of gives you this vibe, like, okay, is this like a demon? Is this like a fucking stalker? What is this? And, like, each of these kills gets pretty much entangled in her life and something to do with her past. And you don't really know what's going to happen until... When do you find out, Ops? Like, when does the shoe drop? Third act?
Yeah, well, the third act is like that's like the big unveiling. When she's locked in the jail, that's when.
Okay, that's when everyone finds out, right?
Mic on.
So anyway,
real quick, keep going. I'm gonna step away for just about 5 minutes. I'll be right back.
Oh, he's gonna miss some good shit.
I have to step away. I'll be right back.
No worries. Anyway. Alright, so anyway, a bunch of kills happen. You really don't know what the shadow figure is. It's like skinny and has long hair and kind of moves oddly. And you're like, what the fuck is this? Anyway, it just starts killing these people. And then this girl, you find out she's adopted. And like, she was adopted at age 8 and doesn't know anything about her past. So she assumes this thing's from her past, time that she can't remember. Anywho. So, more murders happen, doctors just start fucking dropping dead. Doctors from this hospital that would work on kids with disabilities, or like, not disabilities, deformities. And you find out that she was in this hospital, but we don't know why. And then,
was she the cancer that was removed?
Was she the cancer that was removed? I mean, aren't we all cancer? Removed.
Because the being at the beginning and the doctor is like, destroy it, rada rada.
No. She I mean, not quite. Anyway, so more murders happen. The cops like find out that this woman has a psychic link with the monster. I almost forgot about that. That she can see these kills happening, and she can see like what the killer sees, and she's like powerless. Like she's like in her home, but she actually sees what's going on. So like, there's some weird like, again, is it paranormal? Is it like a demon? What the fuck is it? So she goes to the cop. She tells her like, "Hey, I saw this doctor die. Go find him." And they're like, "Oh, okay, whatever." So they go with her to the spot she says, and they find the doctor. And I'm like, how are you connected to this? What is it? And then eventually they fucking get a therapist like to try to unlock her memories. And then she just starts freaking out. And then they basically gets to the point where like she's so connected to this, they have to put her in jail. It's like, okay, you're just connected to some fucking how. And this whole time her adopted sister's like, oh, what's going on? What's really happening? So she goes to the abandoned hospital where they used to do the surgeries on the kids, and it's so weird too, because like it's on a hill and it's like a castle, almost. Remember how like oddly that fucking hospital looked off? It was like so like there's so much cheese in this movie. It's so weird sometimes. Anywho, so she goes to the hospital like the dead of night, and it's just easy to get in, and she's just like walking around this abandoned hospital, and like the record room is completely intact, and she finds the records and she finds tapes of her sister, and then she goes back to her mom, and they're watching the tapes, and then now it's cutting between the tapes and her sister in the fucking jail cell with all these fucking women who are in jail. And it's like this weird like hodgepodge of women. There's like these like really butch women. There's like a black lady with an afro who looks like she's from the 70s. And there's just like some hookers and some cholas, and just really weird. And they start giving her shit because she's like a kind of like just normal white woman. And like, hey, look at you, weirdo. Why are you in here? Did you forget to pay your taxes? Blah blah. I don't know, some weird shit. And he started fucking attacking her and beating her up for no reason. Like, it's real stupid. And then, while they're watching the tape, it's like, this entity this whole time has been called Gabriel, and and the family assumed it was like her imaginary friend. But then when they're watching the tape, it turns out she's a conjoined twin. And Gabriel is this tumorous fucking form on the back of her body, and has like these little weird chicken arms and like weird gross face and rib cage sticking out of her back. And like back then Gabriel was telling her to do all this weird fucked up shit. So they basically said, okay, we gotta just like try and save this woman. And they cut him all up until he's just the face. And they shoved him in the back of her skull and like closed her skull up. And when her fucking abusive husband smashed her fucking head in the back, it broke her skull and awokened Gabriel. So the thing that's been killing everyone has been her, but when Gabriel does it, he puts her into like a coma, so she doesn't really realize what she's doing. And he's like been walking backwards, attacking people and killing people backwards. And it's fucking amazing. Like, cause then
got me thinking about the Zack Snyder arm type of bullshit.
I don't know if it's that. I don't know. It's not that. That thing was too long. That was trash. No, that was horrible. That was too long, and that was abusive. This is funny. Okay. This is good. Like, then the fucking fight scene in the fucking cell happens, and she just slaughters the whole fucking inmate. Every inmate in there is murdered gruesomely. Like, she fucking Supermans him and like shoves. Yeah, backwards. He shoves his fist through somebody all the way through, like performing fatalities. And then he gets out, and then he goes John Wick on the fucking cops. Like, it goes sick on the fucking cops. Like, unnecessary. I don't know how this thing that's been dead or like in the back of her head knows how to fight this way. Yeah. Also, again, I was mentioning earlier, it has like electrical powers, and every time it's like coming out, like it like flickers the lights, and it can like talk through electronics. Unexplained. I don't know. There's one thing when like they shock it in the beginning in the tape, like they fucking put like 2 probes on it and shock the hell out of it. I don't know if that's where it gained its electrical powers. Maybe, but yeah. Anyway, end of the movie. All that shit happens. You find out the Gabriel thing has been killing everyone who like separated them. The doctors. It found its original mother. And they had it up in her attic, and now her mother's in the hospital, and now she's gonna go with her mother and kill her. Like, it just wants to kill everyone that basically like try to get rid of them. And then the climax is it's in the hospital, and her adopted sister is running in there trying to stop her, and it's like, what? It's not you. You can control them. And then and the thing like fucking traps her against the wall. It flips the bed over, like a hospital bed, the ones that move and are super heavy. It flips that thing over and crushes her. And it's like, I was saving you for last. I could have killed you before you were born, but I'll do it now. She chose you over her own blood. Blah blah blah. And like,
just like that, Nick.
Yeah, just like that. It's fucking great. And then the fucking thing. Like she's yelling, it's just like, you're in there. I know you're in there. And like, Gabriel was feeding off your babies. It drew its strength from the babies to make him stronger. That's why you kept having miscarriages.
Are you sure it wasn't because of the abusive husband?
No. It was the twin on her back of her head. What?
Kind of like a parasitic twin.
Yeah.
It wasn't like a conjoined twin. Yeah.
And then
I've been back for a couple of minutes, but
I'm so happy. I'm not done yet. So then she hears that, and then like she basically is like, "This is my body," and basically like fucking takes control again, and then performs the thing that Gabriel's been doing on her, where like she gives him a fake vision, and then like she basically like confronts him, and is like, "This is my body, and you're no longer in control." And she puts him in a mind prison, like a literal just black void with prison bars. And then he's like, "You can't get rid of me. I'll be back." And she's like, "I know, and I'll be ready."
Some pretty Kruger shit.
And then she leaves him, and then like her sister's like, "You saved me," and she's like, "I'm gonna get this off you." It's like, "No, you can't." It's like, "It was always my body." And then she lifts the giant fucking thing off of her fucking legs, and it ends with, yeah, no, she's not pregnant anymore. But then and then they're like hugging, and then at the end when they're hugging, I just wanted a big like cursive "the end," like old timey movies to pop up, and then like a question mark. It was just so stupid.
Nick,
it was so great.
Nick, so there was like a parasitic twin living in her head.
Yes.
Yeah.
So it wasn't a baby.
Are you doing the ghost baby reference?
There ain't no baby.
That's what I was waiting for him to say. It was a perfect opportunity. That's kind of like his catchphrase.
No.
Why
but
not?
I can tell you what it wasn't. It wasn't a Toma.
Why no? That ain't no baby. You bust that out usually every year around this time of year.
That ain't no baby.
That ain't no baby. No, we're not there yet.
We even got that ain't no baby t-shirts for sale on our merch store.
We're not there yet.
That ain't no baby.
So yeah, that was Malignant.
It sounds
weird.
like it sounds crazy.
It was fun. I'm so happy I went to the theater to watch it, because otherwise I wouldn't have. I know I wouldn't have paid attention to it.
Still worth checking out.
I might have to check it out now just because
it's pretty fun. Why does it know how to parkour?
Yeah.
There's a lot of questions you could ask.
Parkour's
you
backwards.
Never get answers.
So anyway, there you go. That was Malignant.
Well, that was a pretty good review there. I like that. I came back right around the time that it punched through somebody's chest or something.
Oh yeah, that's good. It's the best time.
I was like, what the hell? But I didn't want to interrupt you. But now I'm like interested in seeing it, so I'll have to watch it. Well, we've been recording for about 52 minutes. I think that's a pretty good wrap-up point. We had a question of the week that we were gonna do, but we didn't expect to spend as much time on the tipping culture. I'll wait till next time till we ask. So I don't think we should do it today. It's like I said, we're already running near an hour. We don't want to make these too long.
All right.
I think it's a good wrap-up point. What do you guys think?
I guess.
I could go longer.
I mean, if you guys want to do it, I guess we can. But honestly, I think it's a good stopping point. We'll save it for next time. We'll save it for next time to make sure.
I don't know why you want to like keep content away from our fans. Okay.
Well, small doses, my friend. We don't. You know, we don't want to give them too much of a good thing.
What are you
Oh no, I
talking
think
about?
sometimes that's
The only
good.
murders in the building?
What?
What are we talking about?
Nothing. We were talking. I was talking about. I think it's a good wrapping point because we're going on about 55 minutes now. So I think it's a good.
Remember when it how does it talk? How did it use that phone to talk? Remember like the little kid phone with the lights? Is there any kind of like receptor in there or microphone?
Probably her. She was talking to it through her mind or something, but like I don't know how it would turn on its own.
Yeah. Also, how did it use radio and cell phones? It's never explained.
No, was it? It's like the superpowers, the superhuman strength, all that.
5G brainwaves, man. I'm telling you, it's the 5G.
It was so fucking dumb. Remember when the cop jumped off the fucking thing on the fucking dumpster?
Yeah.
Oh, you gotta go back and rewatch that because you can see her running away, and it looks so stupid because it's running backwards and the arms are flopping.
Yeah. I saw some scenes at the beginning where she's like crawling backwards. Why is it going backwards like that?
Oh man.
And I was like, okay, this all makes sense now.
Now this makes sense. Nonsense. Good movie.
Yeah, I'm definitely gonna have to give that a watch. But yes, I think this is a good wrapping point because we don't want to make it too long. Come on. So anybody want to see us out or should I do it? Val, you want to see us out? Obs?
Sorry, I was on mute.
She was on mute.
Alright everybody, thank you for tuning in to our Shoot the Shit Saturday. Remember to come back in October for our Oddities Entrails.
Yes, that's
We're gonna
coming.
keep it spooky.
It's less than 2 weeks away now.
Yes.
And you can only find content like that right here. Sorry.
Yes, and if you enjoy the crazy, please like, share, subscribe, turn on that notification so you can keep posted of when we do our next streaming or video or whatever crazy content we put up.
If any of you saw Malignant, tell me what you thought.
Exactly. Joining us this evening, again, thank you for joining us, I should say. Nickolas Zombie.
Hey.
Ring Leader 064. That was me pretending to be him. Obsolete 2003.
Yo.
Espionage DB7. Don't
in
say
the
it.
In the
Don't
house.
say it.
What?
Okay, yeah, in the house.
It sounded like you were gonna go for like an Arsenio Hall type thing.
I was trying to stop you from doing. Am I the only rocket lost in little mouth?
I haven't done the whole thing in a long time. Come on now.
And my wifey, Death, the Fox Goddess. Thank you for joining us this evening.
It was lovely to have you.
I didn't really say much.
Y'all stay safe and have a great weekend.
And
Bye.
she's the hostess with the most.
Oh yeah, I am the hostess with the mostest. Stay safe, y'all. Bye.
Settle down. Bye bye. Have a great one.